Newfoundland's tough journey, from self-rule to Canadian province. Before joining Canada, Newfoundland was its own country, a dominion in the British Empire, like Canada or Australia. It was a rugged island nation in the North Atlantic, with independent people shaped by generations fishing the tough ocean waters. They had their own unique culture. St. John's was the capital, its harbor key to the fishing that powered the nation. The Newfoundland Red Ensign flag flew proudly, showing its self-rule. But Newfoundland had weaknesses. Its economy relied too heavily on selling just a few things: cod, timber, and minerals. When world markets were good, Newfoundland did okay. When markets fell, the island suffered badly. The nation also carried big debts from fighting in World War I and building a costly railway across the island. Throughout the 1920s, the government kept borrowing money just to pay its bills and the interest on old debts. Then came the Great Depression in 1929. The world economy crashed, hitting Newfoundland hard. International trade stopped. Markets for fish, paper, and minerals vanished, and prices dropped sharply. Fishermen couldn't sell their catch. Loggers and miners lost jobs. The government lost most of its income, but the massive national debt remained. Paying just the interest took up over 60% of the little money the government had left. By 1931, things were desperate. The government, led by Sir Richard Squires, struggled to make debt payments. Canada and the UK gave temporary loans with tough rules, but spending cuts didn't help much. Hardship spread across Newfoundland. Families faced poverty and hunger, relying on small government payments called the dole. People grew angry, blaming the government for the mess and for being corrupt. In 1932, riots broke out in St. John's, leading to the government's collapse. A new leader, Frederick Alderdice, took over an almost impossible situation. By late 1932, Newfoundland was about to default, fail to pay on its $100 million debt, which would be a disaster. Alderdice asked Britain and Canada for help again. Canada, deep in its own depression, said no to more big loans. Britain agreed to help prevent a total collapse, but set conditions. The British created a royal commission, led by Lord Amelry, to study the problem. Their 1933 report was harsh, blaming world economics, but also decades of bad politics and corruption in Newfoundland. The commission said Newfoundland's politics were broken, and its future looked bleak. Their shocking idea: Newfoundland should give up self-government for a while. The UK should run things directly through an appointed commission until the country could support itself again. Newfoundland's leaders faced a terrible choice: agree and lose their independence, becoming like a colony again; refuse and face total financial ruin and chaos. In December 1933, the Alderdice government and Parliament made the painful decision. They voted to accept the report and asked the king to suspend their constitution. Newfoundland became the only dominion ever to give up self-rule voluntarily. On February 16, 1934, the Commission of Government took charge. It had a British governor, 3 UK officials handling finance, resources, and 3 Newfoundlanders handling justice, health, etc. They held all power, and there were no elections for 15 years. The commission tried to fix government, balance the budget, and start small projects. It brought some stability, but the depression continued, and many missed their democracy. World War II changed everything again. Newfoundland's location was vital for controlling Atlantic Sea and air routes. Britain, Canada, and the US spent huge amounts building military bases there: Argentia, Gander, etc. Thousands of Newfoundlanders got good jobs building and working at these bases. The island's economy boomed. This wartime money paid off the entire national debt and even created a surplus. With the money problem solved, the reason for the commission was gone. What next for Newfoundland? Britain decided the people must choose. In 1946, Newfoundlanders elected a national convention to debate the future. The talks were heated. Three main choices emerged: return to being an independent dominion, responsible government, keep the commission unpopular, or join Canada as the 10th province confederation. Two votes referendums were held in 1948. In the first, independence got the most votes but not over 50%. Joining Canada was second. A second vote pitted independence against joining Canada. The campaign was intense. Independence leaders appealed to national pride. Confederation leader Joey Smallwood promised security, Canadian social programs like the baby bonus, and stability. On July 22, 1948, joining Canada won narrowly, with 52.3% support. On March 31, 1949, the commission ended, and Newfoundland officially joined Canada. It was the end of a unique, hard journey, from proud dominion through bankruptcy and lost democracy to a new start in Canada. The tough times left scars, but also showed the strength of the island's people.